Hi, this is Beth Admire with Mama's Life Hacks with Oils, and today I'm going to be showing you how to fill a veggie capsule. I think that a lot of people, when they think about oils, they think about applying it to their skin or diffusing it, maybe even putting it in a glass of water, maybe with some honey. But I think one of the easiest ways to use oils is to use it in a veggie capsule. So this is a veggie capsule. Okay, it comes apart like this. There are actually two different kinds of veggie capsules out there. One, which is this kind, is all natural, obviously, and you can use it with powders or liquids or whatever you may want, and it will start dissolving in your stomach. There's also another brand that you could get that is an anti-acid brand, which is a really good one, and it actually focuses on digesting in your intestines. Now, this would be a benefit when you are using a really potent oil that you would prefer it to digest in your intestines instead of in your stomach, so you don't have that issue of possibly having it come up in burps again, like an oregano. That one's going to be really powerful, but really great for antibiotics, of course. Also, they've actually done some research on the benefits of digesting in your intestines as opposed to your stomach, and it actually digests better in your intestines. So, two different ways, but you can't always find the anti-acid ones that are going to be able to hold oils because they might leak out. They're only meant for powder ones, so they're a little bit harder to find. Okay, so I do want to jump in and show you some tips and tricks on what I do for filling my veggie capsules. So today we're going to be making a weight loss capsule. Again, not saying you're going to lose weight. I'm not going to commit to that if you use these capsules, but I know that I have in the past, and I have just started using them again just because I've been really busy. These are some really great oils that help with detoxifying your body. So today we're going to be using grapefruit. I love the scent of that one. Lemon and peppermint oil. Okay, and then also as a carrier oil, I always use coconut oil. It's just one of the easier ones, and I definitely think you should use a carrier oil for the rest of the veggie capsule space. So first what we're going to do is start with our veggie capsule. I'm going to open it up. Okay, and one of the things that I really love using the lid for the veggie capsule, the lid for the oil to hold the veggie capsule. That's actually one of the tips that I use. It's really great to put the veggie capsule, the bigger part, right into the lid, and it actually holds it really well. So you don't have to worry about having all your oils open and holding it and not spilling it, right? It can be kind of tough. So what I'm going to do is in the inside of the cap here, you can see there's that middle part, right? And there's a circular part around the outside. I'm just going to take the veggie capsule and just insert it on the side. Doesn't matter where. And it's tight enough that it's going to hold it right there. It's perfect. I also use a dropper. You're going to want to try and use a glass dropper instead of a plastic one so the oils don't start to deteriorate the dropper. I also use just a little cup of water. And what I use this for is in between my oils that I'm putting them into the veggie capsule, I just clean out the dropper a little bit in between it. So I'm making sure that I'm not contaminating one oil blend with another one. Another thing that I use is, I call it a popper. That's myself. These come in the roller bottles. You get one of these whenever you order them on Amazon in the small roller bottles or the larger ones. This is the size of a small roller bottle. And this is the size of a larger roller bottle, a 10 as opposed to the 5. So these are great for taking off the roller bottle tops. They're also great for removing the plastic part of the oil. Okay, so you just apply it right underneath, and then you go turn, 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 and it just pops right off, literally. Usually I would put this in the top of the lid, so I'm making sure that I'm not losing any of the oil drops, but obviously I'm already using the lid. So what we're going to do is 2 drops of each one of the oils. So I'm going to take my dropper, go directly in, pull it up. Love the scent of lemon. Okay, I'm just going to do 2 drops. 1, 2, super easy. Put the rest back in the bottle, shake, clean it out a little bit. with my dropper here. Okay, and then we're done there unless you want to make more oils, but right now we're just going to, more oil capsules. We're just going to put that right back on. Next, I'm going to go through grapefruit. I love this one. Very good. Okay, so again, popping it the exact same way. Okay, I'm going to put it right back in the lid so I make sure I'm not losing any of the drops, possibly. Oops, my dropper came off. Okay, so now I'm going to go in, soak up some of the oil there. Again, just 2 drops of this one. 1, 2. Put the rest back in the bottle. I'm going to clean out my oil bottle. There you go. My oil dropper, excuse me. And put my lid back on. Again, super easy, very quick. You can go ahead and make some of these ahead of time, but I would also test the capsules that you are using that you've ordered off Amazon to make sure that they're not going to start dissolving the veggie capsule ahead of time. I don't want you to make a whole bunch and then you got a whole bunch of oil coming out of them. There are, like I said, most of the ones that I've used, I've been able to make ahead of time and been able to keep in a medicine bottle in between uses, which has been super helpful. I just take it up medicine bottle, rip off the label, and I put my own label on what it's for. And I do this usually about Sunday night so I can make all my veggie capsules for the next week, most of them. And so I'm ready to go. I can just pop it in and I'm ready to go. And I'm staying happy and healthy with my oils. So I just finished my peppermint oil. I'm going to put my lid back on. Okay, so I finished all of my oils. I did 2 drops of lemon, 2 drops of peppermint, and 2 drops of grapefruit. Another thing what I do is I don't usually use the dropper for the coconut oil because it can be kind of messy. So what I do is I actually just take off the lid and I just use the straw as its own dropper right into the oil here. And I'm not going to fill it up all the way to the top. You know, I'm going to definitely leave a little bit of space to make sure that it's not going to overfill. You are going to have the space of the top of the lid, but I still want to make sure that I have enough space, and I'd rather just not overfill it. So maybe 4 to 6 drops, depending on what size of a veggie capsule you use. Okay, and I'm going to go ahead and make sure this lid is on tightly. Okay, so I'm done. Now, before I put the lid on, I'm going to make sure that I take the veggie capsule out of the container, which is the lid of the oil, because they are squished in there just a little bit, and this is not going to be able to fit on there appropriately if I leave it on there. So I'm going to go ahead and take it out. Now, make sure you don't spill it. Again, one of the reasons why I don't overfill at all. If you can see that. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and place the lid right on top. Make sure it's good and sealed, and there you go. You've got yourself a veggie capsule. Now, some other tips and tricks would be to make sure that you clean out the lid that you're using to hold the veggie capsule in before you put the veggie capsule in there, because whatever is in the lid of the oil is going to make this capsule taste like it. So in this case, it's lemon, which I absolutely love and I have no problem with. But if you're using a stronger oil, like a thieves oil, something like that, or giving it to someone that's not used to a veggie capsule, and they might be against the taste of the oil cap that you're using. So either clean out the oil cap, or maybe just use a brand new oil that you've just opened. Therefore, the cap is not going to taste as much like that oil. Okay, I think that's about it, guys. That's all I had to share with you guys today. I'm really excited to share this with you. I use veggie capsules all the time and I love it. It's so easy to give my children, my husband, whatever I'm doing. It just makes it easier to make them night before or Sunday night for the next week if whatever I'm using. Like I said, I use the weight loss one quite often. I also use an immune boosting one, a tummy one. There's so many blends that you can make. It's really, really easy. Thanks, guys, and I look forward to helping you again in the future. Bye.